con este evento que la verdad es que siempre aprendemos muchísimo de todos los participantes.
Bueno, sabemos que uno de los ejes temáticos de este encuentro es la inteligencia artificial generativa. Y prácticamente pues ha sido el tema en los titulares de las noticias, sin importar a qué fuente pertenezca, ya sea entretenimiento, tecnología o política incluso. Hemos visto cómo ha sido protagonista de toda esta información. Por ello, pues, vamos a continuar hablando con uno de nuestros especialistas. Y es momento de que estudiemos su aplicación práctica, presentando cuáles son los retos, sobre todo los resultados reales de quienes ya han puesto en marcha estas estrategias.
Para esto nos acompaña William Colen. Él es especialista en procesamiento de lenguaje natural e inteligencia artificial, con experiencia en ciencia y desarrollo de estos elementos en aplicación de productos. Es director global de inteligencia artificial en Blip. Adelante, William.
Buenos días a todos, soy William, soy brasileño. Es mi primera vez en este maravilloso país. Estoy encantado con todo, con la comida, con la hospitalidad, con la cultura. Pido perdón, pero no hablo suficiente español ainda. Voy a presentar en inglés. Let's go. This is the agenda for today. We are talking first on advancements on customer experience. Then I will share a recent personal experience with generative AI with you. Then we will explore Blip AI data apps. And finally, we will go through a live demo, Blip Asistente. A brief introduction on advancement of customer experience. Customer experience is following the technology. In the 70s and 90s to 90s, to buy a car, you should go to a store. The experience was great because it was personal, but it was not scary. With time, technology evolved, and the same cars, the same. You should, at least in the 20s, you could go to a website to check about the models, understand the cars, and then go to a store. There was a digital experience in the website, but it was quite impersonal. In the 2020s, we started the app era. At that time, you could buy from the app. The experience was still impersonal. And then in the 2020s, by the 2020s, people was asking again for a personal experience. That's why the conversational applications came, and then we could, like in this example, talk to your brand and ask information closer to a personal experience. Now, 2023, with the advancements on artificial intelligence, people are asking for a personalized experience, and that's where AI comes in. Artificial intelligence is your secret weapon to win the customer experience game. At the time, I arrived at Mexico over the weekend. I was looking forward to learn to visit the city. So I asked a generative AI model called DALI for a tourist itinerary in Mexico City. It came up with an image that actually it came with a lot of images, but this one was the one I liked the most because later that day I understood that this is a common style I found in the museum. Okay, so that was interesting but not very helpful. Anyway, I came to ChatGPT, to GPT-4, and asked the same question. It came with a list of things to do in the city. The list was huge, but at least it helped me for the Sunday. And now I have a lot of plans for the future. and when I came back, I will do everything properly. So, this is everything I showed you is so interesting, but you must be asking, how can I use this in our business context? How can you use it in your chatbots? How to use your own data? How to avoid bad usage? How to avoid being inaccurate or talk about competitors? You don't like the chatbot comparing you to our competitors, for instance. That's the question many brands came asking us at the beginning of this year, and we had the chance to explore with them since January applications to solve that. The experience for these brands, of course, I'm kind of simplified here, but the experience chatbots was like this. You have a menu option and you have to type a number. That works, but that doesn't feel natural. And if somebody comes with something like quiero hablar con un asistente, often, if it's not configured correctly, if there's some kind of artificial intelligence, it will answer, lo siento, no entendí, elige una de las opciones. If you configure an intention engine, that's a kind of artificial intelligence, it would lead you to the correct option, but yet the experience is not really natural. You have to follow the menus. And at the same time, we had this experience, a plethora of models are coming in. There are new advancements on generative AI every day. So we came back to our platform and understood how to help our clients on that. So we extended it to implement generative AI. What we have is a AI platform that's agnostic to AI providers, so you can easily switch between the latest generative AI model that best fits your use cases. Your data, you have built-in governance. Your data is yours. You don't have to worry about leaks. Everything is in place for security, and also you are free to implement your use case as you want, because we are a platform, not a strict application. You can do whatever you want on that. Let's go. So one of the first things we started at that time, by January, was to implement Copilots. One of the issues with generative AI by that time was that people was not trusting it yet. So we went to approach that instead of letting the technology, the AI talking directly to the customer, we have the AI giving advice or helping the agents. That's the approach we tried it first. This is one of the first softwares we built. This is called Customer Service AI Copilot, and it gives suggestions to the agent. Let me explain this. So, in one side, you have the customer on WhatsApp talking to a brand. On the other side, we have Blip Desk. Diana told you about this application. This is where the customer representative is, and there is a queue of conversations, tickets to go through. The conversation is going on. What happens when the agent clicks reply suggestion? We use artificial intelligence to understand the thread that was going on, and also a knowledge database that is ingested in the system with all the business rules you have in your brand, and we suggest the best next message for the agent. The agent has the opportunity to review, to improve the message, to even not use it if it's not the right message for that moment, and then send to the customer. We have this as a success case already. This is a success case with Banco Pan, a financial institution in Brazil. Here is Guilherme Horn. He's head WhatsApp LATAM, and he's showing our success case at Meta Partner Summit. What Banco Pan did for a month, they had a control group not using Copilot, and a group using Copilot, doing the same thing, saving credits to customers. The control group, the group using the Copilot had a 117% increase in a business KPI, that's selling. So it was right to the core of the business, not a KPI of how many people are served. So this is quite impressive, and this was in March, for instance. Here's another success case that came in a magazine in Brazil called Atlantico. Impressive Scene is another financial institution. Again, they run Copilot for a month also in two queues, one of the counter, one with access to the Copilot, the other without, and they measure improvements in many KPIs, 6 KPIs, and this is the one I like the most. They are quite contradictory. If in one hand you have 42% more people served, in the other hand you have a 10% increase in customer satisfaction. So this is contradictory because you are doing your job faster, but you are doing it better. What we believe happened is that when you use Copilot, you add your business knowledge, also how your brand express yourself, how your and also you add everything that is inspired on your best customer representative. So what happens is that your group of customer representatives is leveled up to that. So they are speaking, typing, using better language, that works better, having faster answers, so far. We are developing new Copilots because of this success we had. This is a Copilot that also runs in Blip Desk. What it does, it is a new button we have at the bottom. This is called Customer Service AI Copilot. It reads the thread. It reads the thread and creates a summary. So what happens often when the customer representative starts a conversation after the chatbot, he will sometimes ask, or otherwise he has to read on the wrong thread, what do you want again? So the customer sometimes thinks, oh, why are you saying that again? So this summary gives clues of where to start without having to ask everything over again. Sorry, there's like this in Portuguese. Of course, we have this in Spanish and English. This is another tool I love. This is called Lead Score Sales Copilot. The Lead Score Sales Copilot is a tool that works as follows. You have a button, and you have the queue. The customer representative is looking at. With that button, the artificial intelligence labels every ticket with the priority it has in terms of how close the customer is like to close the deal. So the customer representative can focus on where the money is. It's really, really nice. We are trying that in a few companies already, and it's working very well for them. This is another tool I would love to share with you. This is also a kind of Copilot. What it does, it helps to speed up the process of creating a chatbot. Diana shared with you that we have this builder. Blip Builder is a tool where you drag and drop blocks and create logic of your conversational flow. And what the Copilot does, with a natural language command, it creates the flow for you. So it speeds up the return of investment you have on the platform. I like this example. I'll go step by step. So I gave the comment. Me gustaría que mi cliente pudiera elegir un sabor de pastel para conocer más. Los sabores posibles serían chocolate, fresa y vanilla. Then the tool create a box for you, and each block comes with a dummy message, but that's in context to what you ask. So, elige un sabor de pastel para obtener más informaciones. It creates automatically the menus for you, so you can select chocolate, for example. In the chocolate box, you have el pastel de chocolate es delicioso y tiene un sabor intenso. Te encantará. You can of course, change for what you want, but the structure is there, so it is up the development. The same for fresa and the vanilla. And what is fun about it is that it's ready. So this is a simulation of the conversation. This is we call Blip Chat. Blip Chat is a tool that you can embed in your website, or you can try Blip, view the conversation before deploying that to WhatsApp. So you can try your menu and see if everything is working. Okay. Well, we are all in artificial intelligence, so we are moving forward to deploying this kind of technology that we are already mastering to customers, not only Copilots, but also Autopilots. Autopilots, the concept is that the artificial intelligence is talking directly to the clients, to the customers. This is one of our first tools we developed. This is Autopilot for question answering. That's a common use case every company has to make questions about the business. So you upload documents, websites, what you have with information about your business, and automatically you will be able to answer questions about that. These 7 times engaged users is on our own use case. We have Blip Autopilot in our help center, and we monitor how that improved the experience in our help center. There was a place to ask questions before, and we changed it to this model, and we had 7 times more people coming up again asking new things. So it really helped it. This is one of our first autopilots we showed to a company. What we did here, we uploaded a manual of a car to the tool. We upload the PDF, it's extracting all the information from it automatically, and then you can start making questions. For instance, in this one, I'm asking como cambió la llanta de mi auto, and even though the information, the manual was in Portuguese, it managed to answer me in Spanish, and it brings me the web page, the page of the manual where the information was, so you can check, you can navigate to the manual. When I was showing this example to the client, he said, one of the most frequent questions I receive by phone here is, what is the LED lamp in my panel? The panel of my car. And he asked me to try this question, and he was amazed that the tool managed to create the answer for it. So, hola, uma luz, lá, a LED lamp, and then it comes with the answer that explains why that lamp looks like the LED lamp, and that the oil pressure in the case of this car. So that was mind-blowing. What happened here is that you have the manual as the ground base for the truth ground base, but also the model has all the knowledge from the culture, from the human, from our language to understand that and find the information there. So it's very impressive. Here we start a live demo. This tool is the next step, Autopilot. So the tool I was showing you was the Autopilot for question answering. That's the basic. This one is what we call Asistente de Ventas, Blip sales assistant. And what it does is it's a kind of autopilot, but instead of only answering question, he can follow a goal. In this example I will show you, the goal is to sell products. Not only that, instead of ingesting documents only, you can also plug APIs. In this case, I plug APIs of an e-commerce. I prepared this e-commerce with a few examples, like 200 examples of products. That is just for us to try here today. And it can access this API and simulate a buy process, a sale process. What else? It also is you can type and also you can speak. So as I think I will not be able to speak in fluent Spanish, I will invite Danny, or market manager at Blip, to help me.
¡Aplauso! Gracias, William. Hola, me presento con todos. Daniel Santa Coloma, Marketing Manager de Blip. Me encanta estar acá con ustedes y espero pues que nos divirtamos con esta demo y a ver si se porta bien nuestra inteligencia artificial. Bueno, les voy contando a ver qué voy a hacer. Esta mañana tengo la misión de conseguir una mesita para comer para mi hija de 1 año. No soy experto en la tarea, pero encomendó mi esposa, entonces vamos a ver si el Blip Assistant nos puede ayudar. ¿Le puedo preguntar lo que yo quiera hacer?
Sí.
Hola, mucho gusto, soy Blip, asistente de ventas. Estoy aquí para ayudarte a encontrar el producto perfecto. ¿Puedo comenzar haciéndote algunas preguntas? Pues sí. Listo, ¿qué producto estoy buscando? Necesito una mesita de bebé para mi hija de 1 año. Vamos a ver.
Right now, he's not using like keywords. He's giving a natural language command. So, in the background, what we are doing, we are using generative AI to perform the API query in the backend of our e-commerce simulation. Now it's preparing everything, so the API comes with lots of possibilities. We use generative AI to select the best ones and to show to the customer, to Danny, the options he has.
Bueno, a ver, entonces acá sacó 3 sillas. Bien. Necesito que sirva para comer, entonces pues le voy a pedir que me seleccione la ideal para comer, porque pues no soy tan conocedor del tema, entonces me puedes recomendar la ideal para comer.
So at this time, the tool is not using the API anymore. He knows the conversation, he knows what was suggested before, and can look back and check what is the best fit for this new query.
Ok, entonces me está recomendando la silla alta de bebé Premier, que creo que es esta última. Entonces sí la seleccionó bien con respecto a las demás. William, y yo quiero incluir ahí para llevar ¿se me interesa esta opción? Le voy a decir que sí. Sí, por favor, inclúyela en mi carrito, gracias.
This is cool. We add the voice command as well. What is happening here, we are transcribing, of course, what he asked and using generative AI to complete the process and adding this to the cart. Agregando el producto a tu carrito. We can have any language. You have English, Spanish, and Portuguese. Don't you want something for yourself, like to play?
Pues bueno, aunque en la vida real no me lo han dejado comprar, me quiero comprar un Nintendo Switch OLED blanco. quiero un Nintendo Switch OLED blanco para y ya me llevo esos dos hoy.
At this time, it's not he asked to add to the carrito, but what you ask if he not even show the product, so smartly it goes back to the store, select the products, and you show him the options. So it's there. We tried that before, of course, and there was two. There was a Nintendo red and white. It's red filter, the one he asked. Also, did you? What if you are tired of reading? You can press the button to listen.
Si te interesa esta opción, puedes obtener más detalles haciendo clic en el enlace proporcionado.
Bueno, creo que está bien. Podríamos seguir aquí jugando con el bot, pues realmente me da la oportunidad de improvisar las preguntas, así hubiéramos pensado antes que preguntar, realmente lo hice como quise, como mi lenguaje en este momento me lo dictó y como me sentí aquí con ustedes, y pues vemos que me puedo llevar a los productos que quería y me los pudiera llevar a mi casa pues si siguiéramos la conversación. Entonces pues William, muchas gracias y gracias a todos por prestar atención en esta demo, espero les haya encantado.
De Grupo Zapata. Ahorita que hizo la compra y dijo que lo añadiera en el carrito, ¿en qué plataforma se cargan esos carritos?
This is a simulation. We can connect that to any platform. We create a simulation of e-commerce, so it's not a complete experience, but you can add that to your e-commerce if you have APIs available. That will work.
Tenemos otra pregunta por acá. ¿Alguien?
So I have two questions. One regarding the Copilot. The Copilot, what do you think could be the following or the most close to be ready applications for assisting customer service operators or agents, right? And on the second question would be on the Autopilot, what do you think are the liabilities or probably the risks of leaving an automated intelligence service to conduct the conversation under the name of the company, and what implications could it represent, right?
So the Copilot, the one that suggests messages, is ready. You can start tomorrow. All the other Copilots I showed, they will be ready by the end of this year. So we are really close to offer that to the market. We like Copilots because there's, especially that one that suggests messages, because companies prefer to go to that direction instead of going to Autopilot, because then they gain trust, give feedbacks, force the feedback loop on the tool, so everything improves. So, of course, we can implement a Copilot in a few hours, because the only job is to ingest documents, but then we have a loop of improvements, because you try it, you find that there was no information about a topic, you add the information, and that goes on, and then in the end you have, today we have customers with 88% of acceptance, so it's quite good. About the Autopilot. So Autopilot, we of course have, you as a company should think of the use case, if the use case is for that. For example, you couldn't rely on it for financial advice or like medicine advice, because I mean, not only if you manage to plug the right information behind it. So AI can do that if you try the web version of ChatGPT to do it, but it's not safe. So if you manage to plug the ground of truth on that, like if I come to you and say, can you increase my credit limit? If in the back end to check a system that actually can do that and give the right information, that's safe. You can leave it by its own. So that's something we have to do. And again, there are layers of governance and layers of protection we implemented. I think maybe it's the same in Spanish, but in Portuguese, where we first tried to, the native barriers on, like, how to say, one of the first thing people try is to be aggressive to it. So often the ChatGPT can be aggressive back. So we have to implement a barrier on that. And in Portuguese, the one from OpenAI, the one from Azure didn't work. So we had to implement our own. I need to try that in Spanish, but it's easy to do. So we already have that in place. We just had, I think the people are trying already, were working on that, so we have this barrier. So you will not have your chatbot being aggressive, being biased, because all that is configured in our system. As I said, you need to select the right use case. Setting things as Danny was trying, there is feedback here. You have to select, it shows a card. So the experience is not totally automated. You don't say I want a table for my kid, and it's in delivery. So you have this feedback loop on if you are going through the right direction to make it safer.
Listo. ¿Alguien tiene alguna otra pregunta para cerrar ya la sesión?
Hello, Pablo Gomez from Viva Airbus. I have a question about your desktop agent application. Is there a way in which you can hook to a bigger customer data platform so you can have a full profile of who's calling, chatting, and maybe prioritize conversations based on, I don't know, tier, residency of conversations, monetary value, etc.?
Yeah, we have a client in Brazil that plugged. So this client is a big telecom. He had this queue, the Copilot queue, in the inadimplentes. Do you understand? Inadimplentes when you don't pay the bill. So the clients, there's a huge list of clients that are not paying, and what it did, we ingested the knowledge base on that, but also we plugged the API from the client where you can have the renegotiation rules. So for you can have a 50% discount if you pay tomorrow. If you want to split in payments, that's the options. So you have this integration with the customer, our client APIs to create the right message in that context, using the profile, the information from that customer. So that part works. So often, of course, this is special cases. There is implementation that should be done. So that's not native as today, but it's possible. Okay.
Perfecto, pues muchísimas gracias nuevamente, William, por estar con nosotros hoy.